4 days of hunger, one moment of destiny. Took off to the green forest. He entered the green forest with hope in his heart. But he did not know where to look, nor what to look for. He just found a place in the forest, knelt before the horse, fed it with the 5 kola nuts, and spoke to it gently. "Let your work begin." Isa walked the forest trails from morning till evening, waiting for the horse to stop and dig, but the horse did not dig. The sun went down and the shadows grew long. Mallam Isa looked back at the long distance he had covered. He shook his head and said to himself, "I will not return home until I find the treasure my master promised." That night, he slept in the cold forest, and at dawn he rose again. The second day came and went. The horse did not dig. The third day passed, still nothing. By the fourth day, Isi was tired and hungry, for his food was finished. The horse, however, had all the grasses of the forest and grew stronger. Finally, Isa said, "At sunrise I will leave this forest, for I have nothing more to eat. I will go home and prepare very well. Then I will come back and continue my search." But as they were walking toward the path home, the horse suddenly stopped. Isa tugged at the reins, but the horse refused to move. Then it turned, stepping off the path, into a thicket Isa had not noticed before. Isa released the reins and followed. The horse led him slowly, then stopped beneath a tree. With sudden strength, it struck the ground with its hoof and began to dig. Isa stood in amazement, his heart beating fast, for at last the promise of his master was about to be revealed. Mallam Isa dropped his small bundle, picked up his hoe, and joined the horse in digging beneath the tree. For an hour he worked, sweat pouring down his face, the forest air heavy with silence. But the earth revealed nothing. At last Isa dropped the hoe, sat beneath the tree, and sighed deeply. He turned to the horse and said softly, "Are you sure this is the place? Have you not forgotten the place?" The horse only flicked its tail and chewed the grass. Isa stared at it for a long moment, then shook his head and stood again. With weary hands, he struck the ground once more. Then again, and again. Suddenly, the hoe struck something hard. The sound was unlike stone. Isa froze. Carefully, he dug away the soil, and there it was, an old, dirty leather bag buried deep among the roots. The bag tore open, spilling a glimmer of light into the dark forest floor. Isa's eyes widened as gold coins rolled into the earth. Jewels sparkled like stars appeared from the soil beneath the roots of that ancient tree. Lay a treasure untouched by time. Isa fell to his knees, tears filling his eyes. He whispered, "Allah nagode maka." My years of service were not in vain. The horse neighed loudly, as if in triumph, its eyes glowing in the dim light of the forest. By the time Mallam Isa gathered the treasures from beneath the roots, the sun had already set, and night had fallen upon the forest. But Isa did not wait for dawn. With the horse leading him, he traveled through the night, guarding his master's secret inheritance. When the people of the village awoke the next morning, Mallam Isa, that disappeared for about 4 days, has returned. Word spread quickly. Mallam Isa is back. But he was no longer the weary servant they knew. With the hidden wealth, Isa bought wide farmlands, strong herds of cattle, and houses that welcomed the poor and the traveler alike. He became a man of respect, a man of wisdom. Yet he never lost his humility. To the villagers he showed kindness, and even to Al-Haji Dantani, the master who mocked him, Isa showed generosity. And so the servant who was once despised rose to greatness, not through greed, but through patience, loyalty, and the blessing of his master's faithful horse. What the father valued, the son despised. What the son mocked, the servant cherished. And in the end, it was loyalty, not pride, that inherited the true wealth. The end. Join us at Baobaflix next Sunday for another exciting tale.